Hi, YouTube. Bald Person here, coming to you with another video. This video will be about performance evaluations. So, yes, in the previous video, I specified that my 90 days had passed. I do have benefit from an update from my previous video. I do have benefits now, and so I have some peace of mind in that regard. So, I'm going to give you some feedback on how I did on my performance evaluation. It's interesting with that. Usually, with the psychology of people think that they're better than they are. People tend to overestimate their value, and I kind of learned that. And I remember at previous job, especially in my first job in particular, there was such a discrepancy between like what I thought I was doing and what they thought, and that was a very humbling experience. And at the time, I thought they were like roasting me, but I look back on it, and there was definitely a lot of truth to what they were saying. And I kind of look back on it at a better mindset, and I'm like, oh, okay, I could have done that. Um, at my previous job, for I think almost my entire tenure, maybe with the exception of the very first one, me and my former boss were always on the same page. Like, usually, basically, in short, it goes like this. My previous boss was like, "Okay, you're doing good. I need you to do X, X, and X," and that's how it was for the most part in my entire time there. Which takes me to my current job and my current evaluation. Basically, it gets summed up to be it was like in the middle. I think the good news is that I wasn't like out of touch with them and anything. Like maybe like there was like basically the evaluations for certain things were rated 1 through 4. I didn't get any ones, thankfully, and I got a couple of fours about like basically like personality, like attend things like attendance and like following directions, like basic things. In terms of like the work stuff, it was mostly two. I got twos, which meets expectations. So basically, I would say I got like in terms of my work input and work quality, it would say that I met expectations, but I got outstanding ratings for things like ability to take feedback, the ability to crit, ability for attendance, of reliability, things like that. So overall, if I were to grade myself, but again, this is the first evaluation. I'll probably put myself in the high twos, like maybe like equivalent to like a 2 point, like a high twos, to like a B minus GPA, maybe between B minus B GPA, I would say. Probably B minus, closer to B minus. That said, can I build on that? Absolutely. They actually gave me KPIs. I was a little like deflated, obviously, because I obviously, as you know, I was let go from a previous job, and I was let go from a previous position, so I was a little like not disappointed in myself. I was disappointed in that there were like, it was very little negativity, but looking back on it, it was mostly more neutral, I would say. And basically, I took their feedback, and it was fair. I thought the critiques were fair, and they basically hinted that hey, I'm on mid level, I'm not like entry level, I'm basically it's the highest position I've had in my career, and they need me to build, and they need me to like hey, I need you to step up on certain things, and it could be more detail oriented. It could be they don't want me to rely on somebody to check my work basically, and I think I'm getting there, and I'm already taking their feedback, and I'm actually getting better. I know the guy who I'm working with the most has definitely been more enthusiastic about me taking initiative on things. That he hasn't said it directly, but I can tell in his in their body language. So basically, I'm basically taking the feedback they gave me, and just applying it to my workflow. Like, hey, does he have a reliable way to check his work? They take an initiative on things, just building on things, and obviously just be a good employer, be reliable, be dependable, always get your shit done, be more organized. And I'm just trying to build on that. Um, so overall, I think I'm already getting improved. I personally feel like I'm already getting improved. I do have another evaluation in the next few months, and if I continue to do what I'm doing, just take initiative, like, I'm already showing improvement. I will vehemently defend myself in the sense that I take criticism well. Number one, and that's important. I personally, I think that's very important in a worker. And number two, I am showing improvement, and those are two key parameters that I will vehemently. Again, if I continue my momentum and taking the feedback, I will defend myself in my next review. Now, that said, I do think my manager has given me higher standards because I'm no longer in training mode. She basically needed me to step up. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take your feedback, take their feedback, and just build. And that's the goal going forward. As for overall, like on a 1 through 5 scale, like 1, I hate it. 5, I love it. 3 being I'm content. I would probably say my job, how I feel about the company and the job, is like a 3.5. I would say. I do like the team still. I think they're very fair, even though it wasn't a glowing evaluation by any stretch. But I think they were very realistic. They were pragmatic, and they gave me realistic KPIs that I can build on. And they were fair. And I don't think I still it doesn't change my opinion of them. I think very highly of them as workers. They seem like nice people, and they want me to succeed. That's the most important thing, and that's what I look for, especially in management. You don't want someone like holding out against you, or like I don't think they're like talking shit. I don't think they're toxic. They're not narcissistic, or they don't throw you under the bus. I don't get any buy from them, which is great. So I would probably rate them again on a scale of 1 to 5 team. I'll probably rate them like a 4. I like the team. Again, love. And the reason I don't say love is I don't want to sound like a kiss ass, like I'm kissing their ass. And I rated them for the most part. I gave them mostly 3s, I would say, which is I thought was pretty reasonable. I didn't want to sound like again. I didn't rate them 4s because I didn't want to sound like a kid. I'm kissing their ass. But anyways, I felt at first I felt a little deflated about the review, but overall, looking back on it, I got to build. I just need to strive to be better, and that's it. All right. So I know it's been a while, but this is my video. I had some things to say, and I said my piece. Bald person out.